Good morning, everyone. We don't have a leader. We are all the leader of the band. And we are the 4D, fourth dimension. And we are playing all of our original material today so that you can have a taste of what we do together. So we want to thank you all for being here. And if you want, you can stand up. You don't have to, but we're going to do some music that might get you moving. So if you feel so inclined, feel the vibe.
Namaste. If you want to sing along, there you go. Now you know the words.
The God in me sees the God in you. The God in you sees the God in me. The God in me sees the God in you. The God in you sees the God in me. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Namaste. We stand for love and we stand for peace. We stand together in harmony. We stand for love and we stand for peace. We stand together in harmony. Namaste. In you, the light in you sees the light in me. The light in me sees the light in you. The light in you sees the light in me. Namaste, 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 namaste. Thank you. It's so fun to do original music and have you guys singing along. It's very exciting for us.
Totally. This next song comes from talking to a few of you out there, and we all have different places of need and things we're working on kind of pulling into our lives. So what you seek is seeking you. Yes, literally. If you want to see the words, well, you see them up there. So.
All right, we're going to start this off by clapping, though. Ready?
Yeah.
Right.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I love is loving me.
What I love is loving me.
What I seek is seeking 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 me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I love love is loving me.
What I love is loving me.
And what I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
My love is seeking me.
My love is seeking me.
My peace is seeking me.
My peace is seeking me.
My wealth is seeking me.
My wealth is seeking me.
My joy is seeking me.
My joy is
Now the other part.
seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I love is loving me.
What I love is loving me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
My job is finding me.
My job is finding me.
My money's finding me.
My money's finding me.
My health is finding me.
My health is finding me.
My freedom's finding me.
My freedom's finding me.
Okay, band, if we could just vamp for a second and bring it down. Now, you guys have been singing our words. We're going to sing your words next, all right? Now, you all know that word that represents what's seeking you. On the count of 3, I want you to shout your word. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I dream is dreaming me.
What I love is loving me.
What I love is loving me.
What I seek is seeking me.
What I seek is seeking
Double
me.
time. What I seek is seeking me. What I dream is dreaming me. What I love is loving me. What I seek is seeking me.
Thank you.
Well, hey, my. Turn this one off and turn this one on. Here we are. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister, as you can tell by the blonde hair I have. Oh, that's just the chlorine from my jacuzzi, right? Well, I'm glad that you made this your spiritual destination for this morning. We have been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. What a wonderful time to be alive, alert, and aware. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sun is shining. My nose is running. I know it's spring when my nose is running. But thank you for coming this morning. We're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that's read our vision mission statement, which says we are an open, loving spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. So, we are coming into a new month next week. And we have our new Science of Mind magazines are available in the bookstore. They are 2 magazines in one. Boom. I like that little trick. All right. So get your magazines. They're $10. They did raise the price on us, but we're not raising the price on you. So it's $10 for 2 months of magazines. So get those in the bookstore. A little bit of our announcements this morning. Our Board of Trustees Community Forum is today after the service. We're going to start at what, noon? Yeah, we'll start at noon. Stick around, get something to eat, hang out, and let's chat with the board about what our plans are, where we're going, what we're doing. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to chat about them and move in the direction of our dreams. So come and stay after church today. It's only going to be like half an hour, 45 minutes at the max. So come hang out with us. Get your groove on. Karaoke night. Yay. Did you see the flyer we had made? Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is May 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. Come do some karaoke with us. What else do we have on the schedule? We have our regular events. We have our metaphysical book study from 9 to 9:45 every Sunday in the LEC. We're studying Edwin Gaines' book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity.
So come and enjoy that with us. And then the practitioners do their meditation from 9:50 to 10:05. Come join in the meditation. And our lovely Sherry Davis is her memorial service is this Friday, I believe, at 2:00 over at Hope Presbyterian Church. There's details online, and I'll post this up on the board if you need directions or anything. But let's go support Sherry and give our love to her. She's a long-term practitioner on the board, served for a long time here, and we want to just send her love. And then we have what's next? Asilomar is coming. If you're into that sort of thing, it's like my 35th year to be there every year at Asilomar Pacific Grove. It's a wonderful conference. It's quite a commitment to get yourself out there and to commit to, the room and board. The beautiful thing is that when you pay for your room, you get 3 meals a day. It's a really good deal. It is pricey, but it's like going on a cruise, a spiritual cruise where you stay on land. So, what else do we have? I think that is it for now. That is it for our announcements. I want to thank everybody that is here. And let's see. Oh, we do have a couple more. The flowers today are from Shirley. Thank you. And who else? And Bucky. Thank you, Bucky. We have 2. We are abundant in flowers today. Of course, spring happening. It's easy to get those, right? Is anybody here for the first time? Nick? Hey, welcome, Nick. We're glad you're here. We have a little welcome packet for you. Anybody else here for the first time? All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. If you have a cell phone, go ahead and make sure that is in the vibrate mode, if you will, so we don't get interrupted by God mid-service. But that's okay. God calls, we answer. Here we are. And let's stand as we sing. Let's greet each other quickly. And then we're going to sing We Are One. Thanks for being here this morning, guys.
Have we met? That was so fun. All right. Grab somebody's hand. Let's sing together. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony as peace has come. As we are one. One more time. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one.
Good morning. My name's Bucky. I'm one of your practitioners, and I'm honored to be here on the podium this morning. Let's read together the gratitude. I am deeply grateful to practice love as a sacred path to divine revelation. I'm joined in our service today by our fellow practitioner, Janice Garibay, at the back. She's holding the high watch during our service, knowing that Spirit is moving in, through, and as each one of us. And she is here to direct you to one of the practitioners or herself to receive a moment of prayer after the service. And I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to reach out and let each other support us. And we are here to support you in prayer, always. So take a few moments, come back and see Janice. There are several of us available. Let's see who else here. Paula, Jamaica, Deborah, and myself, as well as Janice. So you can also submit a prayer request via good old paper and pencil on the yellow sheets in the back of your seats. And also on our web page, there is a prayer request form. And then we know you're going to have something demonstrate from that prayer. Whether it's something you have in mind or not, it's gonna happen. Spirit listens and Spirit moves. So fill out a little demonstration thing and share it with us. We love to hear how Spirit expresses in your life. All those wonderful ways. Let's read the prayer that's up on the screen together, please. I practice love consciously, and in that act, I reveal my true nature. I commit to love daily. Let's sing our little song about being loved. Settle into your seat. Feel the floor to the bottom of your feet. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. I have a poem for you today. Before language. There is a knowing that does not arrive in words. It lives deeper before the mind begins its work of naming. You have felt it. The child who wrote what she could not explain. The adult who carries whole landscapes inside and watches them shrink when language reaches. It is not failure. It is not lack of trying. It is a depth that cannot be sounded on command. Like a deer at the forest's edge, it will not come when called, but it comes when the body becomes quiet enough, when water is open before it freezes, when we stop running long enough to receive. And when it does, however briefly, it is enough. It is to keep the door unlatched, the light on, the welcome warm, so that when it chooses to come through, you are there to meet it. Allow these words to sink in the silence. Knowing that there is no place that God is not, I know and declare that God is perfectly here. God, the Spirit, the Creator, the life force, the divine intelligence of life. I know it is beating each one of our hearts, bringing our breath through our lungs, pulsing the blood through our bodies, without anything that we have to do except to allow it. And this blessing of life, I know, is celebrated, expressed, and shared today in this service in divine right order. And I am so grateful for this truth and for each one that is here in community to share this deep love. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit. And together we say, and so it is. Well, it's time for some very special music and a lovely talk by Reverend Steve.
While our bass player grabs his instrument, I'll tell you a little bit about this song. Not to brag, but I have this amazing brain that does this wonderful thing of most nights at 3 a.m. It wakes me up, and it plays the what if game. Unfortunately, it's not the fun version of the what if game. It's usually some various form of apocalypse that could happen. I hope I'm the only one and you guys don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, we start with this idea, and Amwin and Chris and Steve kind of made it into a song, so I hope you enjoy it. Kind of a counter mantra, if you will. What if? What if I can? What if I'm truly blessed? What if I can? What if the answer's yes? What if I can? What if I'm truly blessed? What if I can? What if the answer's yes? Every time the word no is said to me, it opens up the door to opportunity. It's not what they give you or what they tell you you have earned. Only your imagination can make the world turn. What if I do what makes me feel like me? What if I do the thing that sets me free? What if I do what makes me feel like me? What if I do the thing that sets me free?
Spirit, guide me into possibilities and opens up the door to what's inside of me. When my brain tells me there's something I should fear, I just say stop and it disappears.
if I see the greatest yet to be? What if I see with open honesty? What if I see the greatest yet to be? What if I see with open honesty? What if I can? What if I'm truly blessed? What if I can? What if the answer's yes? What if I can? What if I'm truly blessed? What if I can? What if the answer's yes?
Thank you.
Wasn't that fun? Well, I want to take care of a couple of things right here. I'd like to first invite Deborah Perdue up, who facilitated one of our classes, the Foundations of Science of Mind. And we have a couple of certificates to give out. They're not all here today, but some of them are students are here, and we want to honor those students that did show up to get their certificates. So first off, Claire Green. Let's hear it for Claire. She's not here today. Roy Hewson. Let's hear it for Roy. Carolyn Shelton. Come on down. We got something for you. Richard Green. Let's hear it for Richard Green. Roxanne Zirkle. Let's hear it for Roxanne. And our very own Ann Southcombe. Yay. Ann. You know, there's nothing like committing yourself to a class for your own and the group consciousness. When you commit to knowing something more, you expand the consciousness not only of yourself, but of the entire experience of the universe is opened up to a new idea. So I want to thank you for your commitment to learning the foundations, and we bless you. This is your third time. It's our third one. You never graduate.
Janet was our assistant. Janet.
Oh, and Janet Murray? She's not here. But she was our assistant. We want to give her some love too. Okay. Well, thank you all. Well, this is the last installment of April, the practice of becoming. And today's title is Love as a Daily Commitment. Is that right? Is that what it says up there? Okay, I want to make sure. Make sure my talk matches what I typed. You know, I'm up late at night typing these things, and sometimes you don't know what comes out until the next morning, right? Well, so how much do you practice love as a sacred path to your true divine self? You know, love is everything. And as the wise men, Peter and Paul, John and Ringo said, Love is all you need. All you need is love. Right? They weren't too far off, were they? What if love were not a fleeting feeling that you had when you see Reddy the dog back there, or that loved one that you have your eye on, or a family member who you love so much? But what if it was a daily practice that reveals who you truly are all the time? You know, here at Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, we know that love is a universal principle. Love is the outpouring of the universal spirit through its desire to express itself as creation. Love is the impulse, and the law is the form that creation takes. See, we have love and we have law. We have love, which draws us towards certain things. And then we have the way that it works. You can't have the love without the law. And you can't have the law without the love. Love points the way. Law makes the way possible. This is how it works. You know, we have our certain personal desires. You know, you have your favorite color. You have your favorite flavor of ice cream. Dairy or non-dairy, or your favorite dessert, or whatever. You have favorites, don't you? What is it that makes it our favorite? Why do you prefer yellow over red, or vice versa? What is it that makes you be a chocolate lover? You know, what is it? What is it when you look at the beautiful flowers that makes you believe that they're beautiful? Because there's something in you that resonates and harmonizes like quantum mechanics and activates the love that you are in the love that you see. See, there is no space between us. There's only one of us here. And when we are in that energy, we're in love. See, loving somebody is not the basis for having a relationship. It's a byproduct from loving yourself. See, love is not a new person to be found. It's a new dimension to be found within yourself. And from that love, all things are possible. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. We are definitely in need of some love in this world right now, aren't we? But you know what? We are the right people at the right place at the right time right now. We are. Different spiritual practices and methods help us open our inner understanding of love, aligning ourselves with the consciousness of our true being, to know that love is more than a feeling. It's more than a feeling when I hear that old song play. Boston, anybody? Okay, just me. It is more than a feeling. It's who and what we are. That's why when we're in love, nothing else matters. You can't think of the pressure in your tires if it's right, or if your checkbook, if you paid that last bill, and those things are byproducts. But when you're in love, nothing else matters. So love heals the barriers, allowing us to open ourselves up and live in love all the time. What if you lived in love all the time? See, we live in love all the time like a fish lives in water. But we swim around asking, where's the water? Where's my love? And it's not something to be added. It's something to be activated within that releases it. It's already there. You were already downloaded the love that you are. But we search high and low for love, don't we? Love is more a practice than a feeling. Love is more than a fleeting emotion. Love is a way of living and a way of being, a way of existing, a way of acting in the world. Now, sometimes we have to demonstrate tough love, don't we? I don't feed my dog chocolate because it would not be good for them. Oh, they want the chocolate. They want everything, right? You got a dog like mine. Oh, an update on Luna. She's feeling better. She's still having some challenges, but we're just loving her right through it. I mean, what the beauty is that her attitude hasn't changed, although that she is, dealing with this thing called Lyme nephritis and this little dog bite, and that dog bite's healing up very well. But she's in good spirits, Nothing else matters if you're in good spirits, does it? So sometimes we do have to demonstrate that tough love, and we have to be tough with ourselves. We have to know when enough is enough and how not to overindulge in things that might block our inner flow. It doesn't mean we don't express. It means we don't over-excess. There's a fine line. Save yourself for the after party. I was always taught in my band, always stay 4 drinks behind your audience so that you're not so polluted that you can't play. See, love is not always easy or pleasant. It sometimes requires determination, perseverance, and presence. When we stop a habit, overeating or smoking or drinking or whatever our thing is that we know we're in excess about, we don't just go, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, and then walk away and we're all good. Sometimes there's a process to it. There's a pattern we need to sometimes, maybe substitute fruit for a cigarette, or you know what I mean? Sometimes we have to, kind of help ourselves along. But it's a reaffirmation we do every day. And it's the same with love. We affirm love every day. Wake up in love. Going, you know what? I don't know what type of day it's going to be, but I know it's going to be love. I know there's going to be love involved. And if we can move to love, it activates the love that pours into our life. Love manifests itself in patience and attentive listening. This thing is popping. Attentive listening. That made it worse. Attentive listening. When you're with somebody and instead of thinking about what you're going to say next, just listen. Just really be there. Just hanging on their every word. People just want to be heard. That's a sign of love. Giving people attention. Just, hey, I'm here for you. I love you. I may not always like what you do, but I love who you are. It's a commitment. It's a renewal that we make to ourselves every day. And we have to do that. We have to commit. We have to say our prayer treatments. We can't just, I can't say a prayer treatment now for something that's going to happen next week. I have to say it for today. Now, I can treat for knowing that love is all that is, but it's just like I can't take a shower for next week. You got to take a shower. You got to do a daily process. This is why we're here. We're not, you don't just do it one time. Oh, I took a shower when I was 5 years old, so I'm good. We have to daily reaffirm what we want to be the truth of us. So feelings can be spontaneous, but loving requires a willingness to constantly be open and giving to ourselves and to practice love constantly. The false belief in separation is a block to experiencing full-on love. And we all have little blocks. It's just part of our experience. You know, if we could just automatically love everything, we wouldn't need places like this because we'd already be living in perfect love. But I need to be reminded. I need to be reminded so much that I became a minister. Because I knew that if I didn't have this practice every day for you, I wouldn't do it for me. That's how codependent I am. Here's my codependent joke for myself. Someone else is making their transition. And their life is passing before my eyes. Because I care so much, don't we? Gosh. When we recognize our daily divinity, fear naturally dissolves back into the energy of nothingness from which it came. And energy freely flows in love, both towards us and from us. So what are you putting out? Do you have a neighbor that's ticking you off? Or are you ticking your neighbor off? Sometimes the best thing we can do is just send them love. You don't have to really engage. You know, sometimes it's good to get clear. But we need to step into the energy of love about those in our nearbys, our neighbors, our nearbys. We need to expand that love to ourselves, and it will flow into everyone around us. We often carry unresolved emotional wounds, don't we? Judgments about others or ourselves and expectations of our loved ones that they should be there or they should get away from us. You know, when we think that they know and they're just doing the opposite of what we want to tick us off, right? But they're not. They're doing the best they can. You know, they didn't set out to get in your way. Some people do, but that's on them. But we have to know that they're doing the best that they can and bless them in their process. And sometimes the best thing you can do is fall silent. You know, we so want to tell them and give them what for. We want to fix them. We want to make it right for them. But we're actually pushing them away by trying to change their consciousness. You know, it's like an addict. You can't take an addict to recovery. They have to want to go. The more that you push them towards it, the further they get into trouble because they want to rebel. They have to learn to rebel against their substance and open to love. These acts of love are what brings the distortion down. You know, there's a lot of things that are trying to get in our way of love all the time. Because that's the universe saying, are you serious? I mean, really, are you serious? Because we want to know that you are actually gonna follow through this time. You know? So all these things, you know, you aim towards something and all these things unlike it come up for you. You're like, I was praying and I called my practitioner and I went on a nature hike and I ommed and I did yoga. We do all these things, you know. I'm going to buy the book. I'm going to go to the workshop. I'm going to call. But did you do the inner work of alignment? That's where everything starts, is knowing that you are the love that you're seeking. You know, we step over the roses on our front porch to find roses in the world. They're right where we are. When we let go of the need to control or be perfect, the natural flow is activated of who we truly are, and it can find its channel through us. We become that open conduit through which love automatically flows all the time. The act of opening up begins with the decision to trust, to be available, and to see with new eyes, beyond the old stories that no longer define us. Love is a profound recognition of what has always been present, but only becomes visible when we are ready to feel it. Love is only ours when we act the part. You can't act like a jerk and expect love. I mean, you can, but the chances are, if energy flows where your attention goes, and your attention is on being a jerk, then you're opening the jerk flow. I don't want that. And it took me a lot of jerking around to figure that out, because I didn't understand that you attract what you are. You attract what you are. And when you become the love of the universe, the dams fall down. The synapses open and a new idea of love starts to blossom in your life. And again, it's not somebody new coming into your life. That's a byproduct of your self-love. It's an experience that is not imposed, but revealed as we open ourselves to love. Every gesture of tenderness, every sincere act of care is a window into the essence of our true nature. You ever felt so in love that you forgot who you were? Like you actually dissolved into love. That is so potent and powerful. Because, God, Source, Great Spirit, all are interchangeable with love. And when you are in that Christ consciousness, there is no separation. You are it, and it is you. But we had to have this little journey to figure it all out again, right? We had to have this 120 years of doing this to figure it out, right? So love isn't something that we acquire, but it's something that we unveil as we transcend the layers of our ego, fear, and our defenses. Our defenses, right? I'm defending. What are you defending? If you're already it, and it's already you, what are you defending? You're fighting against yourself. But it's a process that we go through to remember who we are. And when we know that, we can let our defenses down and open ourselves to true love. As we begin to mature spiritually, we let go of the old ways of relating based on the need to control. And we begin to see from a broader and freer perspective. And I think we're just all living just under that. We're only one mouse click away from fixing our computer. But I think we like to live right there, We like to live in the problem a little bit, so you can say you solved it. But it is through this process of remembering who we are that the heart becomes an instrument of perception, capable of seeing beyond the appearances into the love that everything is. What once seemed external and separate is now recognized as part of the indivisible unity that you have always been. Wow. Doesn't that just resonate? Just like there's nothing you need to do. You being born was enough. We blame our parents that they didn't give us enough love, or they didn't do this, or they did that. You know what? They got us onto the planet. The rest is up to God and us. And when we let go of our expectation of anyone, when we put the expectation on ourselves, we activate that love. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. If it's meant to be, it's up to me to make it happen. This vision of transformation is the way we inhabit the world now. We no longer seek to be compelled by others, but rather share from our own fullness. We have reversed the polarity of needing something to fill us, and we are so full that from our overflow, we love, like an inexhaustible fountain of love. Imagine that, just being that fountain of pure, energetic, the frequency of love constantly pouring. Just take a second. Just think of love pouring out like a donut-shaped energy coming around you and coming back in and just flowing. Doesn't that feel good? It is so powerful to be in that love. And we can do it all the time. All we have to do is decide to be a lover. We're lovers. We love to love. This vision transforms the way that we inhabit the world. We no longer seek to be completed by others, but rather share from the fullness that has already been revealed within us. Each encounter becomes an opportunity to contemplate the mystery of life, manifesting itself through all creation. Here you are. You are where the rubber meets the road. You are at the choice point. You are always at the fork in the road. You can choose challenge, or you can choose love. And the universe really doesn't care. It will be sitting in silent repose waiting for you to remember who you are. So again, in conclusion, becoming is not a destination to be reached, but rather a sacred dance between who we are and who we are remembering to be all the time. In the midst of your anger and fear and hurt and pain, if you can just think of a little bit of love. Sometimes I think of my pinky toe. I say, I love my pinky toe. Sometimes that's all I can do. Sometimes that's all the love that I have left. But from that little bit mustard seed of pinky toe, it can become a universe of love. See, it's not about adding something new to ourselves. Woo. I'll say that again. It's not about adding something new to ourselves. It's about removing any obstacles to our divine perception. What if you saw what challenged you and turned it into your divine stepping stone rather than a stumbling block? What if when something came before you, you went, oh, what's the gift in this? Where's the love in this? Look for the love. It would change the energy automatically. It might not change what you're going through, but it will change your energy of what you're going through, which actually changes what you're going through. You know, just because you're in metaphysics doesn't mean that challenges don't happen. It means that we handle challenges differently, which changes our point of attraction. And when you change your point of attraction, you become the blessing. You become the love. You become the miracle. You've always been the miracle, but you remember who you are. Every time we choose to open our consciousness, to forgive and heal a wound, to let go of control and allow love unconditionally, we are tuning the instrument of our divine being so that the melody of spirit can be heard more clearly through us. You are the song of love singing itself. As our teaching reminds us, Love is not something we give or receive. It is who we truly are. And by practicing love all the time, we reveal our true being to the world that has been waiting in quiet repose for our recognition of it. I know who you are. You can't hide in there, love. I know you're in there. I seen you winking at me. It is in that recognition that the wheel of being finds rest. And we begin to awaken into the indivisible heart of love itself. That is why we're here. So it is. Well, it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. So let's take a moment, and if you'd like to just gaze at the flowers or close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, whatever takes you deeper, let's remember that there is love happening right now. There is something that is animating all that is. It is causing the flowers to bloom. It is causing the sun to shine and the stars to be guided in their transformative orbits as they align right now in a special harmonic conversion. There is something happening in the universe right now that has never happened before. It is you. And as we put ourselves in that alignment, we unify with the power of all that is. And as such, we naturally begin to heal anything that may have previously blocked our inner flow. So I may not know what you're working with right now, but I know the universe knows exactly what's going on. And I invite you to think of love around your situation. Think of the healing and the revealing of the truth that is waiting in quiet repose for you, for its alignment with it, as it. And as we do, we have activated the miraculous energy of the universe to thrive as who and what you are. How grateful I am. How thankful we all are to have this thing called life and to use it in a way that attracts more love into this universe, activating what is already within us to come out into our world. So we let go and let God. We release this word into the living, loving light of energy, where it is automatically transformed by the renewing of our minds, as we affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Amen. There's my Tapatu. And now it is time for our prosperity affirmation. So if you'd like to take your gift and put it on your heart, we will recite this together. Because I give of my time, energy, and money, I am in the flow of inexhaustible sustenance. And I'm so thankful. So it is.
and so it is. We are one. We are one with God the living Spirit. We are one. We are one with God the living Spirit. And so it is. And so it is. We are one. We are one with all of God's creation. We are one. We are one with all of God's creation. And so it is. And so it is.
Right, let's see if I can go over there. I don't know if I can go over there. I could do it. My leash is long enough. Okay, well, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. And they do good work in this world by blessing the giver and the receiver and allowing this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available for those who are choosing to remember who they are, and even for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this entire universe is blessed with positive, thriving, loving, miraculous energy. We are blessed, and so it is.
So it is.
Okay, it's time for our closing song. If you'd like to stand up and sing along with us.
We are the ones we've been waiting for. 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 And I am open to receive. I am open to receive. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
I see. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
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 We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind, in my body, and in the body of my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I know it. Just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Have an awesome week, everybody. Blessings.